What's going on, Nerd Army guys? Welcome to the newest episode of Nerdsmerized. Today, guys, we are going to be continuing our journey into the world of Game of Thrones. Today, we are going to continue with Season 3, Episode number 7, titled The Bear and the Maiden Fair. Alright, guys, so let's get right into this one. Now, the wildlings have made it over the wall and they are on their way to Castle Black. They are walking through the countryside of Westeros and they're asking Jon how long till we be there. Ygritte asks him and he's like 5 days. So Ygritte and Jon are talking about how men from Westeros travel into battle and not just like this, walking around and gonna sneak in and kill people. Men travel into battle with the battle drums going, and she's making fun of, you're making the fucking drums, everyone gonna know we're coming, just making fun of Jon. And she kind of like wanders away. The ward comes back and tells Jon, you know you're never gonna be able to hang on to her, right? And I'm like, this mother, shut the fuck up. Now, Robb and his army are supposed to be heading to Walder Frey's spot for a wedding, but because of heavy rains, they're having to be delayed, and they're like, fuck Walder Frey, he can wait, he's waited long enough, he can wait a couple more days until the rains pull up, fuck it. But they also discuss how Walder Frey is a real dick, and he doesn't really put up with people's bullshit, and Robb's like, I don't give a fuck, fuck Walder Frey. He can wait, motherfucker. Now, Robb and Talisa bone. Robb's sweating like a motherfucker because they were boning all good. Now, Talisa looked good. So, what happened was, she's laying there, butt naked, trying to write a letter to her mom, and Robb's over at the table trying to fucking get some work done, getting the planning out for this war, and he can't focus because her naked butt's just sitting right there. And so, they like start getting all cute. He tells her, you're gonna, next time you see your mom, you're gonna be a queen, and you're going to be my queen, and is she going to know before then? She's like, no, I'll tell her in a little bit. I haven't told her yet. But he also says, but you got to tell her eventually, and she's like, I will. But when I do tell her, next time I do see her, it'll also be with our child. And Robb's like freaking the fuck out. He's like so excited he's going to be a father. And I feel that. I'm having a new baby soon, and I understand where that comes from, Robb. Get it. So the warg from the wildlings actually talks to Ygritte and tells her, like, why the fuck are you with him? Because he's pretty, is that why? And she's like, no, like, I love him, blah, blah, blah. And they kind of go on about it, and he's like telling her how beautiful she is, and I treat you amazing. But Jon's a pretty good-looking motherfucker, dude. You're an ugly sumbitch. You were ugly in Pirates of the Caribbean, too. Marjorie and Sansa talk about what to expect, like, when you're a new wife, and they talk about Tyrion a little bit, and she talks about how she's not really happy because he's a dwarf, but Marjorie explains to her, you should be happy with Lord Tyrion because he's experienced. He knows what he's doing. Half the time when these fucking young men want to have sex or something, they just, they're done in like 2 seconds. Tyrion is a very weathered and trained lover. He's been with many women. He would be very good for you. And you would be surprised, girls. Sometimes the little ones got the biggest things. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting conversation though, with the guards right behind him. So Bronn and Tyrion are having a little discussion and they're talking as friends, and he tells him, like, you know what? You do want to fuck that Stark girl, don't you? She's only 14. You want to fuck her though, dude, don't you? And Tyrion's got this little glimmer in his eye, like, no. It's pretty fucking funny. And you can see that he wants it, but at the same time he doesn't because of her age. So Joffrey calls Tywin to the throne room and he wants to know about Dany. He wants to know about the Targaryen girl across the sea. And he's all, that's none of your concern, blah, blah, blah. And so Joffrey tries to be a big dog and tries to be like, motherfucker, I'm the king. Like this kind of shit. Like, you're going to tell me when I want to know, bitch. And his grandpa like stands up to him and he definitely punks Joffrey. You can tell Joffrey's terrified of Tywin. So I love it. Fuck yeah. I like Tywin more now because I hate Joffrey that much. You still dead to me, motherfucker, from Ned Stark. That's right. I don't forget, bitch. The North remembers. So Dany and her army arrive at Yunkai. Now, Yunkai is this big, gorgeous city with like a sphinx on the top in gold. Very, very pretty city. You don't need to take Yunkai. It's actually not necessary. Why waste a bunch of your army fighting against Yunkai to take the city when you really don't need to? She asked him, okay, motherfucker, how many slaves are there? And he's like, damn, about 200,000 slaves. And she's like, that's 200,000 reasons I'm going to take this fucking city. And like, I love it. I love how much of a fucking badass and such a freedom fighter Dany really is. I love it. She's just such a gangster. So Dany meets with a emissary from Yonkai. He comes out, brings her a bunch of gold, and her dragons are floating around in this tent that she's sitting in talking to this guy. And he tells her, we will give you all the ships you need to get your entire army the fuck out of here and across the sea to Westeros. Get the fuck out of our area. We'll help you get there. We got tons of ships. You can have them. They're yours. And she's like, well, first of all, if we're going to make business right here, if we're going to agree on anything, you're going to start off by releasing all 200,000 of your slaves to me. You're going to release them. They're going to be freed. And he's like, motherfucker, what are you saying, bitch? And he tries to get ballsy with her. The dragons get up in his face. He tries to get his people, his slaves, to grab the gold before he leaves. She's all, that's my gold, motherfucker. You gave it to me. And he just storms off all bitchy and pissed off. And I love that Dany stands up to this motherfucker. Fuck everyone. Free those motherfuckers, Dany. Get it. Shay is pissed off at Tyrion because he's letting Daddy tell him what to do and let him marry this little girl instead of marrying her and being with her. But he knows that his dad will just murder Shay like he did the last whore he married. So, yeah, girl, I mean, you can get mad at him all you want. He's protecting you in the long run. Gendry arrives on a ship with Melisandre at King's Landing, but they're down off the coast in, like, caves. And he tells him, like, she actually reveals to him that you are the firstborn son of Robert Baratheon, the king. This is your kingdom. And he's like, holy shit, like, what the fuck? I didn't even know I was highborn. I'm urchin-born. I'm from the dirt, motherfucker. And she's like, no, you've got the king's blood in you. And like, oh shit, like, okay, cool. So Arya is super pissed still that they let Gendry go, that they sold him off. And so she tries to run away from the brother, and she's getting away pretty far just to be captured by the Hound. And the Hound tells her, shut the fuck up, girl, and like tucks her in. So, holy shit, the Hound has Arya. What? Jaime and Brienne say their little goodbyes, and he says to her, like, I gotta go. They're not gonna let you stay. You're not gonna let you go with me. So Brienne tells him it's your duty to get the Stark girls to their mother. That was the agreement for letting you go, is you're gonna return the Stark girls. And he says, I will honor my word and get the Stark girls returned to Catelyn, no matter what. And so it's cool that Jaime's gonna holds true to his plan. I'm just worried about Brienne. What the fuck they gonna do? So, we get to see two really sexy girls show up and start taking Theon off the rack, okay? So, pulling Theon off the rack, they put him down. He's terrified of these girls the whole time. He thinks they're spies. He thinks they're working for that douchebag who's been torturing him. And they're like, no, I don't know who you're talking about. We're here to take care of you. We heard about Lord Theon having a big meaty cock that just loves to fuck. So, they get naked. They start grinding on him, get his dick all hard. And he's about to bone. And then the douchebag that has him captured walks out from around the corner. Hey! And the girls walk away and stand there. They work for him, got his dick hard. And they talk about how Theon Greyjoy has an infamous cock that's always one of the biggest things that everyone talks about, is that how much he loves his dick. So they hold him down and they're going to cut his cock off, guys. They're cutting his fucking dick off. His twig and giggleberries. What the fuck? Jon and Ygritte have a discussion about attacking and trying to take over Winterfell, trying to take over the north, take over Westeros. And he tells her there has been 6 other times throughout all the years in the history of men that the wildlings, people from over the fucking wall, have tried to invade here, and they've lost every time. So this is a useless thing. We're gonna fucking die trying to take the north, trying to take Westeros back. That's not gonna happen. He explains to her, this shit's gonna go down. We're gonna fucking die. They're gonna fucking live, and they're gonna write about the 7th time. Shit, girl, listen. So Asha gives a story about how when she was over the wall, she had a good man, a really good, strong man, and she loved him very much. And he came back one day dead, and he was a White Walker, and she had to kill him herself. She lit the whole hut on fire to put him down. But he came back as a White Walker. He died, came back. And so ever since then, she was just distrusting towards everyone and just very, very harsh in her tone towards everything. Jaime finds out from the maester that's healing his hand that Brienne's father did answer back on their ransom note. And he said he'd give 300 pieces of gold for his daughter to get her back. And they thought because Jaime gave the whole story about the Sapphire Islands being full of sapphires that they're just fucking being dicks and they're getting cheated. So the guys are like, we're not going to fucking give her back at all. We're going to use her for the entertainment for tonight. And the maester tells Jaime this. Jaime is fucking furious. He is flipping out. He goes to the dude in charge of taking him to fucking King's Landing, and he tells him, if you do not turn us the fuck around, take us back to Harrenhal, I swear to God, I will tell my fucking father that your ass is the reason that you cut my fucking hand off. He's like, I didn't do it. No, I don't give a shit. Take us back or it will be your fucking ass. That's it, motherfucker. That is it. And so they turn around and fucking haul ass back to Harrenhal. Now, Jaime rushes back into Harrenhal. He hears the voices of all the guys cheering. They go to this little arena, and Jaime sees Brienne in a pit with a fucking grizzly bear. A huge fucking bear. And the guys, all they gave her was a wooden sword. So she can't even kill this motherfucker, really, if she wanted to. They even give her a real weapon. And she's already got claw marks on the neck. She's already in bad shape. She's been getting fucked up. So Jaime says, you know what, fuck this. He jumps into the pit, starts distracting the bear a little bit, and the guy that's protecting Jaime, the guy that's got to take him to King's Landing, it's his charge for nothing to happen to him, starts shooting the bear with crossbow bolts. The bear is like getting stunned a little bit, but he's coming back. So Jaime gets Brienne to the wall, bends over, lets her climb on his back to climb out. He gets his ass up on the wall, and he gets pulled up and out, and he was just fucking pissed off, but he saves Brienne's life. I love that Jaime has become this kind of character that he is completely ready to sacrifice himself for what's right. And I like that. I mean, he's still an incesting piece of shit, and he still pushed Bran out of a fucking tower. Yeah, but I mean, this is a redeeming quality in my eyes a little bit for Jaime Lannister. He's becoming a little more humble, and especially after the hand loss, it's working out. So he gets up in the other motherfucker's face. Go ahead and kill me, bitch, because she's coming with me, and the only way to stop it is you fucking kill me. But then you know what's going to happen? I'm going to make sure Tywin Lannister knows it was your bitch ass that killed his son, the Kingslayer. So is that what you want, motherfucker? And the guy like backs down, and Jaime's like, that's right, bitch, we're walking out. And then he just walked the fuck out. I love it. That little bitch just got punked. All right, guys, my favorite part of this episode is probably the bear part. Jaime showing his true colors and showing that he is a good person deep down, and saving Brienne's life was amazing. I loved it so much, guys. Let me know your favorite part of this episode down in the comments down below. Let me know, did you think that Brienne was going to die at that moment? Because I fucking did. But then Jaime surprised the shit out of me. Let me know your favorite part, guys, in the comments below. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with all the videos we put out every week. And make sure you guys come back and check us out for some more Game of Thrones videos. All right, guys. Peace out.